actually started out really well in all the games, but Blaze managed to turn it round on the red side. So it's down to Frost. Can they do the same thing? Frost under the blue light because they're frosty, despite the fact they are actually on the red side. And it does mean, of course, that they are playing from top to bottom and bottom to top. Roles reversed, everything knows what happens. It is Summoner's Rift, as Jarrett so elegantly pointed out.
That out.
I was a little worried because I thought Magma Chamber was about to come out.
Not yet. Soon, TM. Maybe, who knows. But one thing that we are going to see here is Flame waiting inside of the bush here for Shy. In the end, I think he saw Lulu coming as well, and he was wondering if the rest of the team were with him.
I think he actually tried to force Shy to level something there. I don't know whether Shy did, because neither of them actually hit each other. They kind of faced each other and went, nope, we're not going to do anything. Not a single hit went back and forth between them. And see, trying to force out a level 1. Jack actually does put some damage down on Cloud Templar, and Cloud Templar is also going to go back, which means we are going to see nothing from Frost in level 1 fights.
Yep, they're not really even going to be back into the jungle without any time to spare for that one, so they'll be going straight into their roots. Look like Blaze are going to do the same here as well, and it seems that Lustboy and Captain Jack will be going into the bottom lane. Madlife and Woong are down there as well, and look at this from Frost. They look like they may try and set something funky up again.
Well, we see Shy down here now, Madlife and Woong with him. They're going to come around towards these golems, which there is 3 members on. I think they're going to head towards the red buff, though, if they can sneak into that bush first, but it does mean that it'd be ballsy play because they'd be going in blind. And now everybody, look, you see the way they nervously approach that bush. Everybody always does it around the red buff. They're going to see who manages to show themselves. As it stands, we do see Captain Jack. He's going to appear first down that bottom lane. They may try and come around the backside of Captain Jack. I think that's what they're aiming to do here. Red buff has been picked up. No, Shy's going to back off. They're not going to go for it.
Oh, that was a strange start. I was going to say they're really leaving it late. Yeah, Shy has actually stayed in this one. So they're going to try and bait this bottom lane around. They've actually pinged onto Singed here.
It's going to be a level 1 ghost to fling. Here he comes.
They're going to go for this one. Can they manage to lock anyone down? Lustboy is going to get flung backwards here, and he is going to go down. His first blood for Singed again.
It works out well, and it's the ghost fling that they come in with. Madlife actually dodging out of the Mystic Shock and turns around, puts a bit more damage on towards Captain Jack, and forces Captain Jack to stay well away from the danger. Helios will continue round his jungle path. He picks up the red buff. We didn't see Cloud Templar doing anything, but it does look like the teleport from Shy is going to send him back towards that top lane, and he's going to be happy to 1v1 lane. He is going to be behind in levels, but only for a very short period.
Now, one thing I didn't 100% understand there is why Lustboy didn't flash at all.
I think he just actually, if he'd have flashed just at the wrong point, Shy's fling would have still flung him back. So yeah. I think he was waiting. Oh, you mean afterwards? I think he realized he was dead.
Well, I'd still have taken the risk. Like, even if his risk getting flung anyway and still using that flash.
But that risk could have been a case of, I think at level 1, you know, he starts off with what, 400 hit points? I think it is something low like that. You know, I think it's 2 hit bars. It technically counts on public beta testing at the moment. Cloud Templar is going to run towards the top lane. Flame at the moment is going to back away from this one. What I was about to say is actually Lustboy, if he had flashed, it would have meant, well, Flash was down and he was been wide open for another kill. Well, that's true as well. Obviously, these guys certainly have a lot more running through their mind than I can really translate into English, that's for sure. So, how has that given us the start? It's 300 gold difference. Lustboy, again, as soon as he comes back into lane, has taken a lot of damage. Just that sheer poke ability that we have coming out of Lulu is very, very dangerous early on. Lustboy also can't step out too far because if Woong goes in onto him, he's going to be in some real trouble. And they're going to get the poke down, the power cord onto Woong. It's going to keep him at bay. And like you mentioned, that little pixie following through. Shy getting caught here by Flame. Flame going very aggressive. The Ignite's going to burn. One more hit should be enough.
No mana.
He's going to have to repel away from the turret, and he does it just right.
And that was risky stuff there from Flame. As you said, the repel is always there to give him that safety net going forward. It's in the middle. Rapid Star is actually going to be jumping in on towards Zed there, who was running up the heels. He flashes back in, puts the Ignite down. Ambition's like, you're not catching me out with that one. I knew exactly what you were going to do.
Exact split second, both flashed away from that one. And we do see Cloud Templar with that blue buff now coming around. And you can see Helios coming in as well. He's going to get the 3-talent strike. He's not going to follow it through. But we do see Cloud Templar that uses the knock-up on towards Helios. It's Ambition, they're pinging him like crazy, but they can't get onto him.
Couldn't quite finish off there. And despite that first blood earlier on from Frost, the gold is now coming back to level. That's thanks to Elise up in this top lane, doing a great job of farming up while Sims wasn't there. Zed out farming in the middle lane. Only Misfortune having a couple of CS more in the bottom lane.
You know, the amount of pings that were going on there tells me that communication is maybe not so smooth as we like to believe sometimes between these teams. And, you know, that seemed like pings of frustration of, like, hit this guy, not this guy. In the... That's about as the cleanest method I can think I can call it in.
Yeah, I think so as well. They probably use stronger words than that when they're actually in the heat of the game. But right now in this bottom lane, let's have a look at that, because we are seeing a lot of pressure going down. We may see Xin Zhao actually come down, but this bottom lane, as I said, Mad Life is pretty low in that lane, but they just daren't get too close in towards that tower, and rightly so. We are going to be seeing Cloud Templar coming around the backside in that bottom lane. Helios is coming around in the top lane as well to actually gank there through the bush, and here we go then. Can they get in onto Lustboy? Oh. He flashes right through there, and they can't get down with the Vault Breaker. And actually, Templar is very, very low. He's going to get the shield. That was nicely thought out by Cloud Templar. He's going to survive. Yeah, just survived in the right time, but very, very well played by Lustboy, flashing the moment the Vault Breaker came out. Perfectly timed. That's why he saved the flash, Joe. Well, he would have been dead there, right?
Yeah, so, absolutely
that's
dead.
Exactly it.
It is going to be the top turret, though, going down here. You can see Blaze taking advantages of the fact that that jungler shows himself in the bottom, and Helios was hanging around up here. Shy didn't quite get to 6 in time, and it does mean he's going to have to give up the top turret, the first turret of the game. Actually, Flame, is he going to finish this one off? It kind of, yeah, it's just, you know, thinking, oh, go on out, just give it a little bit poke more. I thought the minions were maybe going to take it, but I think he just realised, no, it's not going to happen. And there is the first turret. So, gold differences. Look at it. Elise in that top lane against Shy. We did, of course, see Shy picking up first blood and having to teleport up there, but he is already behind in gold. That's because there's 49 creep score to 24. It's a big, big difference. Also, Zed out farming Rapid Star in that mid lane. Captain Jack out farming Wound in the bottom lane. This is all stacking up very nicely for CJ Enters Blaze, who already have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, on that championship point after winning the last game on the red side as well. As you mentioned, that's the first time that we saw it here in the final. It's been all about the blue side up until now, which I guess bodes well, really, statistically for Blaze as they come back over onto the blue this time around. There's a pink ward put down in the bottom lane by Mad Life. And the ward that was envisioned there actually just timing out in the end anyway, so he won't be able to get anything from that. Helios just doing his red buff as well, and we'll see if he makes his presence felt somewhere around the map.
I'd have to check my stats, man, but I'm sure, you know, if Blaze were to win this one, this would be the first time since a good year ago from the OGN spring tournament they won.
Yeah.
The spring tournament they won. Frost won the summer one against Evil Geniuses, of course, or CL Gaming EU as they were at the time. So, we do see Blaze. It looks like Ambition's going to take that blue buff. Cloud Templar been unsuccessful in his gank attempt so far in that bottom lane, as has Helios, but Helios has created more pressure because that turret's gone down. Mad Life with that glitter lance going to try and poke back on towards Lustboy and Captain Jack as they return to lane. They have got the wards in each other's bus, and Captain Jack kind of shows it and just throws the mystic shot straight at him. Cloud Templar is going to make his way down that bottom. I didn't see whether he got spotted. They knew he was around the wolves a moment ago, so I'm pretty sure they realize he's going to be up and above. Yeah, this could be a little bit dangerous for them if they've not figured that one out. They've pinged actually down on towards that pink ward. I'm guessing talking to their jungler, they're saying this is where the vision's going to be. They're just pinged directly on top of Cloud Templar saying, yeah, we're pretty sure he's in the tri-bush. Yeah. Oh, look, Woob's going aggressive. What a shock. Oh, he's got his own battery on towards Lustboy, though, and there's going to be the double ultimate use. They really wanted that kill. Yeah, and that's the thing that shouldn't happen. Shy in that top lane is going to be forced to use the ghost, but Flame is on top of him. He flings him back in. Flame taking a lot of damage. The poison is in there. He's going to escape with his life. Elise in the top lane going very low. Kha'Zix is going to be trying to chase in now to try and track down the spider. Can he get in there? He has not evolved his wings, though. Instead, he's evolved the claws by the looks of it, actually. I'm just trying to see on towards him. Let's have a look. No, he has evolved the void spikes. Of course it's the void spikes. Duh. You're a Kha'Zix player. I know I am. I was looking. I'm so because the classic skin's my skin, not the stupid mecha Kha'Zix.
Disgusting. So, let's have a look at the gold. 13,000 to, let's call it 12. Now it's 12,000. So not really a huge difference at this point, but they're still doing a great job. Elise obviously out farming Singed at this point still, 79 to 47. Middle lane Zed having a good time if it got that Brutalizer and the Vamp Scepter in there. On the other side, Vamp Scepter, tier 4 Kha'Zix. Also, the AD carries, they're bang on even, although they're building slightly differently with Captain Jack BF Sword, single Doran's Blade, and a Vamp Scepter, double Doran's Blade for Misfortune.
They pinged on Shy and they're like, ooh, this dragon is risky. He's going back. He has got teleport available. Now I'm going to start the dragon off. There's no vision here from Frost. They don't realise. Did they realise? They've got to realise all the lanes are clear. So it's like, well, obviously they're picking this up and there's no advantage going to be gained from it. Instead, they're going to try and do a little bit of poke on towards Flame instead. Can't do anything from it. So Rapid Star with that blue buff clears and wipes out that mid lane with the Void Spikes and does keep them at base. So it does mean the gold advantage now 2,000 in Blaze's favor. Not a massive amount, but at this level it's pretty big.
And look at the difference there. I mean, if you compare just the top lanes here, 2.8 to 3.4, so solid lead. Obviously Shy is going to start to really gain that CS back up. We saw it in the last game as well. He was about 25 to 30 behind. In the end, he was, I think, over 400 CS by the end of it, if I'm not mistaken. And Shy is going to get engaged upon here. Flame going to get flung. Actually, Shy flings him into his retreating path, but you can't chase through that poison the entire time. Ultimate running on Shy, and he just backs away.
Made a good go of it, but I think it's simply a case of he couldn't catch in time.
Yeah.
He didn't have his Ignite available, so he's just forced him out of lane though, so he's doing a good job at that, and he's out farming him actually, to be fair. 90 CS to 70. Catalyst to the Protector, of course, Shy with that one kill early on is probably about balancing out the gold at the moment. And tell a lie, that Dragon will have turned it and given them the advantage as well as the tower on the top lane. He's, in fact, I'm just, ignore me, I'm talking rubbish.
Cloud Templar coming down into this bottom lane. This time, I mean, they saw him last time coming. They still managed to get caught by him in that bottom lane. This time he stood right on top of a ward, so they know exactly where he's going to be standing. Captain Jack just trying to, I think, bait him from recalling right at that moment by going a little bit forward there. Woong actually taking a big chunk of damage. Captain Jack not exactly healthy either. And now they still have to be a little bit careful. I mean, the sustain out there is going to be better as the ultimate comes in. Here comes a teleport from Shy. Great crescendo will lock two of them up, but they don't seem to care about it. They're going to go over towards Lost Boy. He's being forced to flash.
He forces the flash away, but it was countered obviously by that teleport being used. And Helios was close by. The ward in the tri-bush shows that out, but Flame, of course, pushing up towards his top turret. He hasn't got any teleport to get back up there. Cloud Templar is going to try and keep him away. Does a good wave of damage there as well. Of course, has the red buff down, along with that turret. As soon as Flame goes back in for another hit, sends the spider in towards Cloud Templar. Has poked him down to half hit points, and of course, he can repel away if he does get aggressed on the turret. We do see Rapid Star going to try and close in. The assault battery comes in. He's going to launch that spider in the air. Rapid Star now as he repels, but he's just going to drop back down. It's Rapid Star that picks up the kill.
Yeah, just a matter of the time there that he'd managed to waste. Kha'Zix's going to head back down. Zed actually hammering away on the middle turret. Madlife and Woong are setting up a trap here. Captain Jack, we'll see if he realises that in a second when they decide to make that big push onto him. Here we go, going to get polymorphed up. Can they get in there for the kill? Down to half HP. The pull this time goes straight through the middle of them. Woong going to have to flash off.
Scores a field goal there, and we see Zed now closing in. True Shot Barrage, he's going to be ready. He goes off, but it misses between the two. But here comes Zed. Ambition goes around, pops his ultimate. He could pick up a double kill here, but instead he's going to get the exhaust down. No, it is going to be a double kill. Ambition takes it. The ignite is going to be enough, but it's going to be a revenge kill as Captain Jack gets caught out. Rapid Star, he's going to continue chasing. If he fires into the Ambition, no, Ambition's teleported away. He's flashed. He's gone for us. Lost Boy. He's going to finish it off. He gets 2 kills regardless, but he could have made a triple.
Could have made the triple if he had checked the bush. Then again, he might not have got sonar at the end of it anyway. So we can always come up with those ifs and buts. That middle tower is going to go down here. And Templar actually getting knocked up into the air there on that third strike coming out of Helios. So good turnaround from them. And that's the situation we have right now. I mean, 5-2 in kills for Frost, but 2-0 in turrets. That Dragon earlier on for Blaze, and they are 21.5 to 18.2 thousand gold in the lead.
Bilge Water Cutlass coming out from Ambition this time around, along with that Brutalizer. So he's already got a different build from what he ran in the first game. I think it was him that ran Z in the first game. I'm pretty sure it was. Ambition, though, is going to take that blue buff away. Has out-farmed and out-killed. Well, he hasn't out-killed. He's technically behind in kills because Rapid Star obviously just got 2 excellent pick-up kills as Rapid Stars resets the blue buff. That's just frustrating. It's good to see that the pro players do the exact same thing, though.
Not 3 times in a row like you, though, Demon.
Oh, well, really? He has evolved his wings this time around. I can spot them.
So, what's the next on the menu here? Who's going to be served up next? Vi is actually coming down towards this bottom lane. Will they spot her in time? She's going to be coming in through the top side bush. Zed actually coming in here as well, and they're probably going to end up calling off this gang, or will they? They're just going to keep an eye via that ward on towards Zed. Kha'Zix has started to move down as well there, and it looks like Vi is going to be pushing through. They spotted this time around with that ward, as in the top lane, Shy and Flame just did exchange a bit of damage. Captain Jack down to about half. Woong also been taken down to half, and it's a case of both teams trying to bait each other into this one. As Shy in the top lane being chased down here by Flame, he's going to let him go in the end.
He does let him go. Cloud Templar, of course, stood on top of that ward. I think do they
know he's there?
I mean,
yeah.
Helios is just off at the side. Well, they know he's there, but the thing where now he's put a pink ward down. He's like, I'm pretty sure there's a ward here somewhere. Yeah, okay, pink ward goes down. There's thanks a lot. I've just wasted about 5 minutes of my life.
Support should have spotted it earlier. And Templar is actually going to stick around here. He's going to get involved though. Xin Zhao also coming through. Captain Jack needs to be careful here because an assault and battery that far away from where Xin Zhao was could have been very, very dangerous.
It's a pink ward fight. It's a pink ward fight in the bottom lane, and both wards get cleared out. It's like worth totally was.
Get them both down. So, what other items have been completed these last couple of moments? The BF sword added in there for Kha'Zix. Elise got the giant spell, got that Fiendish Codex, got the haunting guys in there as well. So they're doing a lot of damage. We saw it earlier on that he can definitely go head-to-head with Shy.
That was great. Cloud Templar assault and battering away from the audacious charge of Ambition, and now they're going to turn around. It's going to be a catch. Assault and battery on towards Lustboy. Wild Growth goes down as well, bouncing 3 of them in the air. He's going to jump across. Lustboy gets taken down. It's Woong that picks up the kill. He gets a second. This time it's Rapid Star. He's going to turn on towards Helios. Helios, the resets will come in. Does manage to get the double kill. Now Flame's in trouble. Captain Jack's going to be the target for Rapid Star. Can he make it a triple? The Fleet comes down. It is a triple kill. Now they're on towards Flame. Flame's going to run into his own jungle, and Shy is going to pursue. Rapid Star's going to have the jump available. Straight on top of Flame. Turns around. The rappel goes in towards the walls. Shy, is he going to chase around? He is. He's going to get the cocoon down, but that's going to be the Whimsy comes down. The Glitterland, sorry. Flung back into the poison and says, Shy, take it away, son. He's all yours.
Oh, he nearly got the kill, though, in the end. There's good micro work, but at the end of the day, you can be as good as you want, but if you die at the end, it's all a little bit in vain. Dragon going to be started off here now by CJ Frost. Shy needs to be a little bit careful about that one. He's very, very low after that last encounter. They are going to take Dragon, but still, Blazer in the lead in terms of gold.
It's 5-0-3, though, for Rapid Star, and that's the meaning.
Kind of
1,600 gold. He's going to go back and buy some pretty chunky item. Continuing to farm in his mid lane, though, but that blue buff helping out wonders. The fact that he got the kills, you know, you get the resets, that's really what spurs him on. He is going to get that Bloodthirster built out pretty quick here. And when would he go with it? Woong at the moment with a pretty large wave at this bottom here. Helios is just going to bully him out of the lane. He has got Mad Life coming down in a moment. They may have enough, though. He hasn't got bullet time available because he just got the kill with it down the bottom lane. And it does mean that turret goes down. So it's 3-0 in turrets. Identical start out here in terms of turrets that Frost had in the last game. And of course, Blaze came back to that one, but the kills very much different after last engagement.
Yeah, they need to be careful with it, and that's the problem that we've seen already. The Millennium game comes to mind, that you can get all those objectives, and we are going to see Ambition in a little bit of trouble. Rapid Star going in onto him, but with that tower right there, not too much danger. Flame, on the other hand, might be in danger.
Oh, it's dangerous territory, though, to start engaging an Elise on a turret, just like Jax repels away towards the minions, does get the assault and battery, slams him down. Repel's not going to be available. He will have Cocoon, though. Cloud Templar's going to go down. The turret will kill him. Shy does get the kill eventually. Now Rapid Star in the middle. It's all all going wrong for Frost. Ambition gets away with nothing. They're on to Wound. 3-talent strike is going to bounce him up. Power Core's going to slow him down. He's going to have enough. In comes Captain Jack. He picks up the kill. And would you believe it? It's a 3-for-1 sudden turnaround. And they have enough to just shove straight up the middle and taking in a turret.
Yeah, Shy at this point is actually just recalling back towards base to see if they can salvage something from this middle lane. Madlife also needs to be careful, because if Sin decides he's going to get onto him, there's not a lot he can do to keep himself safe from that one. Blaze gonna take the turret down very, very quickly. 20 minutes, 17 seconds into this one. 4-1 in turrets. It's about a 2,500 gold lead at this point still for Blaze, but they're 11-7 behind, but they've just shown that they can get these kills.
And look at the gold difference it shows. Ambition, he just got that 500 bonus gold for shutting down Rapid Start, which has given him the lead. You can see he's 4-1-0. He had the CS lead already, and now with that big chunk of gold, it shot him ahead of Rapid Start, so he's going to be still just as beefy when it comes to his engagement. He is going to, they're both of these mids, despite the fact that on Assassins are just going to be leveling someone. Captain Jack, though, is much more maneuverable than Misfortune, so Woong has to have his positioning perfect when it comes to the next fight.
Yeah, can't afford any of those bullet times to be missing. I mean, we saw both ultimates from the AD carries in that last action at the bottom lane, getting the goal, going straight between the two players that they could have possibly landed them onto. Let's have a look again down the items, because another couple of changes coming in. Bloodthirsters on the right-hand side of the scoreboard. You can see there for Misfortune and for Kha'Zix. Rod of Ages for Singed on the other side. Blade of the Ruin King and the Brutalizer done for Zed. And the Bloodthirster Zeal Avarice Blade coming out a little bit later there as well for Ezreal. Can they hold this middle turret now? You can see Shy is recalling Flame in that bottom lane. We'll be doing a bit of pushing in there as well, but they can't quite take this turret away with even 4 versus 3.
Well, Shy is 3-0-3 on Singe, so let's not discount him just yet. He has managed to pick up those kills when they've counted, which now with that Twin Shadows on, which is something we didn't see him building last time around, he will be able to pin his prey down, I think it's safe to say. CJ enters Frost, going to push in this mid lane. There's going to be a true shot blast, and that's going to keep the wave at bay. They won't be able to put the damage down as Captain Jack picks up some more CS. As it is, Shy on towards his bottom lane. There's the Twin Shadows, there's the Mega Adhesive Glue, and he puts the poison all across him, flips him in towards it. Is he tanky enough? Ignite comes down, Assault Battery on towards Captain Jack, but he arcane shifted at the right time, just to bait Cloud Templar into this one. Tries to get the catch on towards Helios. Helios manages to pull the damage back down. Crescendo keeps them in place, but they can't get on towards Cloud Templar. While this was all happening, Shen actually caught down there, but here comes Zed. Ambition picks up, goes straight, takes one down. It's going to be a 2 for Flame. Now they're going to get across to it. Woong's in trouble. Rebel comes in. He jumps back on. Captain Jack picks up the kill on Woong. There's going to have to just dissipate. And again, Blaze turned this fight around where it stands. And I can't believe Frost threw that one away.
Yeah, they'll be kicking themselves for it as well, and you have to give credit to Captain Jack and his micro there. I mean, the Arcane Shift took Vi over the wall with him, then we saw him, actually the Vault Breaker missed him in all fairness, and then he flashed afterwards. But still, the way that they played that one, baited them completely into it, and then pushed over. Sonar actually flashed in to put the damage down, and that will be Baron picked up by Blaze. They're now 5,500 gold in the lead, but can they finish off the game? We know these two teams know each other inside out. They're going to know exactly what's coming, what the plan will be, what the calls will be from the man calling the shots on either side. And I think they're the hardest games to win when your opponent knows you so well and they know exactly how you do it and when you do it.
That's exactly the problem. The moment Shy started out the fight down the bottom, they thought, okay, we're about to get engaged on. Get ready for this one, Flame. And they actually, Shy had used his ultimate, he used the Ghost already to try and pick up that fight, and instead just baited it out. Flame just ran away, said, fine, you use everything down there, I'll go up and help this fight. Turned it into a 4v5 just at the right moment. Picked up the double kill, and quickly, when Zed joined the fight, it was all but over. So let's have a look at the items. Let's have a little breather, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Slow things down. 4-1-3 for Ambition. He has played the Rune King, which he picked up some time ago, and now the Black Cleaver. So his damage is pretty heavy, it's safe to say, along with that Giant's Belt. Static Shiv and Bloodthirster for Captain Jack, as you see, working down that turret. Runic Bulwark from Helios. He's going to be offering a lot, honestly, but we see Boots of Mobility picked up by Lustboy. Luspoy on Sona with boots of ability. He really wants to land that crescendo.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna as well if the previous stuff we've seen out of him is anything to go by. Obviously got that double GP10
They're collapsing on
running
flame.
in there as well.
Flame in the mid lane. They're going to go for him.
Oh, he's flashed away though. I don't think they're going to keep chasing. Actually, Cocoon's going to land here onto Rapid, so that's massive amounts of damage. Can he get away from this one? Zinjao's going to follow in there. Here comes the land from the repel. One more hit. There comes the ultimate out of Edgefield to bounce in. Cloud Templar going to get knocked back into the team. Cocoon lands. Double kill. Zed had got him up towards misfortune, and this could be a disaster. Madlife is going to fall as well. Shy got to run away completely from this one. They don't even need to chase. They can go for this.
That is the game. Surely for CJ enters Blaze, it's a 23-second timer, and you can see Blaze going straight for the Nexus turrets. They could be the Intel Extreme Masters World Champions here, beating out their sister team, getting revenge on many, many results that have gone against them in the OGN Championships. And there it is. You can see it's going to be Shy coming in, but he's not going to do enough. It's going to be Blaze taking the Intel Extreme Masters World Championships 3-1.
Absolutely amazing performance.